Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Now, I do apologize for the audio issues that have been in the last few videos. Well, issues is maybe taking it a bit too far, but the game sounds have sounded a lot louder to me than they actually are, and OBS had a major overhaul update very recently, and it was very difficult for me to actually gauge the audio levels, and things sounded fine in my test recordings, but when I uploaded the video to YouTube and I listened at it there, I could distinctly hear that the game audio was way too faint compared to what my voice sounded like. And I think that the balance that I have now is better. At least I hope so. It seems to be better according to the audio sliders that I can see in OBS. So I think I'm going to go with this instead. And yeah, that should probably do the trick. So I also moved the party up here, back to the Blood Fountain, because we are going in here, and I didn't really see the point in having you guys watch that. So the first thing we're going to do here is actually set up camp. Because I want to make sure that we actually go into the next part with some kind of that's +9, so that's good enough. With some kind of, or rather to be rested and stuff like that. So let's just begin resting here. Normally they say these things out loud, but there are some of them that they don't. And we're attacked by a spider and a fly, of course.
I'll cut you wide open. The spirits demand your blood.
Uh-huh. Thankfully, they don't have more attacks for opportunity.
Call me again if you need to.
Into the fray!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice!
Well, that's everyone up at least, so... Can we go back to resting, please? There we go. Okay, now this room contains a trap, so I'm just going to send Camellia in on her own.
No, what is that? The spirits guide me.
And let's disable the trap, like that, and then everyone else can come in. So there's things like that, she's saying I am helpful and I'm not, which is rather annoying to be honest. But I wonder, there is an option here to do it frequently or maybe even occasionally instead. Let's set it to occasionally. Because it does get a little bit tiresome, to be honest.
They will break against our resolve.
Yeah, the audio sliders look much better now. It was definitely too faint in the previous recordings. I do apologize again for that. You can go try to trip that guy. I want to delay you and move you behind there. Apparently that wasn't good enough because the column was in the way.
Go for their hearts!
I wonder what kind of hearts dretches have. Okay, let's pick up this, and whatever that is, and what's going on the floor here. Judging by the corpses littered around the summoning sites, the cultists did manage to summon a demon in the end. Well, that doesn't sound too promising. Or maybe it was the dretches they had managed to summon? If it was, then... yeah. And now for Hosilla herself. Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals. Pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less effective than you. But I, your master Savamelekh, can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hunger, starvelings of the dark. Submit to me. No, we are the descendants of crusaders. Trusting a demon would be a betrayal of their memory. Well, who is the next descendant of crusaders who values old legends more than their life? Beasts, monsters in human guise, reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Aasimar. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. You feel like you're watching from underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees one after another and crawl to the Aasimar's body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh. You hear the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches at their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pooled in your mouth. The metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. This winged filth dares to try to bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with the sweet scent of meat untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! And still the clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down beneath the veil of rage and anger, you sense the light trying to break through. Let's seize that light hidden within me. By sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffuses you from within. Warmth and joy from a simple realization. You can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free and, enveloping the mongrels, grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see a scarlet stain on your chest. The wound has reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin. Coward. Hosilla points at you. He's already wounded. Wenduag, kill. Wenduag silently emerges from the shadows. I'm no longer your slave, Hosilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose in where it doesn't belong.
Save the last one for me.
And this is usually a very, very difficult battle. I have not buffed up or done anything of the sort, so... can we trip her? That would be nice. I doubt we can. Critical hit 2. Wow.
The light, take you!
Well, that's Wenduag down at least.
I'll cut you wide open.
I don't think you have any other... do we have any potions or anything? Potions of haste. I think might want to use that actually.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
It's a shame it only affects her.
Endure this!
The spirits demand your blood.
No glory without risk!
O mighty Savamelekh, your faithful servant invokes you now. Demons, protect your mistress. I think... Let's see here. You, Quadrotus, you should probably have a couple of healing potions. I don't know if they can use these in battle. No, they can't. Okay. Ah, I tripped her. Perfect.
You are today's sacrifice.
And subsequently killed her. There's one of them down. Not that Quasites are very much of a challenge.
Strike count.
Well, are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lann.
Interesting way to try to give someone strength.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
You said you went through the same ritual. Does that mean you ate human flesh too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry, and she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Savamelekh tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way.
She's not that difficult to convince into things.
Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lann. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduag.
Let's have a look at the wound on our chest. The bleeding deep wound on your chest is gone, like it was never there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
I'd probably need some kind of hope to get rid of that when a silver dragon couldn't get rid of it.
If he had been marked by the Abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this uplander. And judging by the smell of his blood pouring from his chest, the demons will be able to find him wherever he goes. And they'll find you too, Lann.
So you've been serving Savamelekh this whole time?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neethers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
She's a very, unpleasant person. Why didn't you try to stop us from going inside the maze? You knew we might uncover your secret.
Savamelekh is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lann would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
What exactly did your service to Hosilla entail? I don't know if I want to know, but...
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuddered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young neaters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lann ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
She really has high thoughts of herself.
You sicken me.
And me too. I mean, this is the natural thing for me. It won't help, but you won't betray anyone again.
You're all bark and no bite. Farewell, Uplander. Next time I won't spare you.
Likewise.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Chief Sull appears flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken its toll on him. His breath is labored and the sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What's this? Anevia gives a low whistle. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out old Halran isn't as crazy as we all thought. There really were demons down here. I should have listened and sent a patrol down here. Damn it. Horgus's lips curls in distaste and he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. Anevia, how's the leg? Anevia winces slightly but forces a smile. Better than yesterday? Worse than the day before? I'm not gonna die, don't worry. You said you were in charge of reconnaissance for the Eagle Watch, Anevia. How could you miss a nest of demons beneath Canabras? Yeah, right. Like, it wasn't enough that I sniffed after every damn shadow in the city. Everybody knows the stories about the demons living beneath the streets of Canabras. Those tales are as old as the Crusades themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistake, so thanks. You need to look after the young mongrels. I don't know what they'll be like when they come to, but look after them, Chief. They went through something horrific today. Not everybody is capable of enduring something like that. It will change them forever. As long as they can hunt, the rest can wait, Uplander. And you, Lann, you saved them. Only the gods can salvage their souls, but we are a tribe. We will think of something. And when they're stronger, they can go up to the surface. The time has come. This place must be burned with holy flame. The place is overrun with demons, but that's not the worst part. Wenduag, she's been working for the demons all this time, luring the young, stronger mongrels into the maze. He nods at the unconscious mongrels. We might still be able to save these ones, but they can't get any stupider, that's for sure. But they might be meaner than they were before. I suppose all teenagers are monsters in their own way. Now that's sage words. Sull laughs, but it comes out as a rasp. Ah, Lann, we don't waste words on people who don't listen to the tribe. You act the fool, you suffer the consequences. Sull gives a ragged sigh. Wenduag, how could she? She deceived them and then she left. What's become of us? Chin up, Chief. The kids you rescued are safe now. The demons are gone and the traitor's been dealt with. All's well that ends well, I say. It's time to get out of here. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. Sull heaves a sigh. You never were one of us. You always looked up. You think I don't see these things? Our life is not for you. You must go. But where? Where is the way out? Beats me, but these beasts got down here somehow. Lann searches Hosilla's body and shows you some papers and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure this key will come in handy. Anivia's eyes quickly skim over the letter and she passes it to you. Those cheeky sons of... This is all the information on the cultists in the city. Their meeting places, passwords, their secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever is in charge of Kenabres right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. So let's quickly just see if there's anything here we can loot. I think there is. Yep, we get an unidentified glaive. That should be the Marching Terror. Nice. Okay, so before we move on, I will take a quick break here, so I shall return shortly. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, now, I don't think there's anything left for us to do here. So let's get out of these caves. Preferably together with everyone. That would be better. We are going to leave those orders behind. We are pretty encumbered currently. So... yeah, I need to look at that. Let's see, these are worth a pretty penny. And we are going to need the money. These, however, we can leave. These aren't worth anything. Same with these. Yeah, see, that's severely affecting our weight. Because if I dropped these, that would also really help, but yeah, I think we're going to go with that, to be honest. That should be fine. Destroy uncollected loot. That's also new. I think that actually is a good thing, because if I remember correctly, late game, the game can start lagging because it keeps track of all these things in memory. So I'm actually going to do that here.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Kenabres are trying to defend the Wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
I guess that is our job. The surface. Finally, I missed the fresh air so much. We're in the basement. It looks like the Gray Garrison. I can hear the sounds of battle from above. Out of the pan and into the fire. Well, up we go. definitely a battle. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomede's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There is soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you are friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anevia.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. This here's a new friend. He rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without him, we'd never have made it out. Let me introduce you to my wife, Erebeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabris. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of there.
We met some mongrels who live beneath Canabris. This is Lann.
Most people in Canabris think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
Oh, Lann. Where are we?
The Gray Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabris will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world. I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so important?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the Worldwound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabris obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
What is the situation in the city?
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Don't talk like that. Canabris hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canabris.
How exactly did the Wardstone end up in the Gray Garrison?
The demons have long laid siege to Canabris, but this time, their lord Discari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the Wardstone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Discari has gone, but the Wardstone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
But how did he do that? He's a demon! The Wardstone should have burned his filthy hide!
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
I have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Gray Garrison.
Then let's not waste any time. To battle!
That's the spirit. You, take a Navier to the rear. The rest of you with me.
You hear labored breathing interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Horgus is holding his rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Gwyrm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Kenabres can be said to be safe right now.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
Such an optimist you are, Lann.
For Iona Day! For the Queen! Kill the beast!
I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, we'll take those masterwork bar dishes. I thought there was a religion check there, but apparently not. Yes, I would like to have that option enabled.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go for their hearts!
I'm used that they're going for my party instead of the defenders. Ow. Oh, that was Storm. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah. Go there, I'm going to force them to have to change their weapons. Or not, which means they die instead. I don't know if we can see him.
You won't
No, we
survive
can't.
me.
That was that. Anything they have that I want to pick up, I wonder. Probably not, is kind of my expectation here. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. Sealed with magic. Let's use a lockpick set here. Grab these things. And go on to the second floor. Hey, I know you. So, you're one of these cultists? How's it going, pal? Want to join? Your lot will all be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I can't. Come on, leave these losers. The Crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet. Cowardly traitor. I swear on the sword of Iomedae, you will answer for your betrayal. Sharpshooters, cultists.
Into the fray!
Ow. Those long-reach weapons are kind of annoying. Yeah, an evoker. They really have it in for Cal. They're so desperate to take down Cal that they're even willing to risk attacks of opportunities. This is like silly. Okay, then cure light wounds on yourself. And move over there somewhere. There's a wizard down there.
Endure this!
That's the wizard down at least. Yeah. Can I charge that wizard? No. Really? 2 and 1? You're not exactly in a good spot here, Quadrotus. You can do better in 2 and 1. Keeps rolling 1s. And he's down. I kind of expected that to happen.
Make every strike count.
Camellia really did a good job in that fight. That's one of the best fights I've ever seen her in with a rapier. Let's go through the loot. Expect most of them have worthless stuff, but there are a few masterwork items here. And those are worth money. Masterwork longbow. Was that all of it? I think it was. You can drink 2 of those potions. These doors are locked, I think. Yeah. So up we go to the 3rd floor, and again we're going to leave the... we can take that. We're going to leave the destroy uncollected loot on. I'm very glad they added that. Well, that cuts off the way back.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh! What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Minagho. You again, you wench!
Minagho, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabris. She must be back to finish what she started.
Staunton, do you know this demon?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Yeah, I don't think he likes her. He might have liked her at some point, but definitely no more. I think we're going to hold back, to be honest. There is a wizard and a sharpshooter, 2 sharpshooters. But let's have Irabeth and her recruits take the front line here, shall we? That doesn't mean we can't shoot them, though. Let's do the Judgment Justice.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Turn off the defensive fighting again. As I suspected, they're all going after Cal. I don't know why they're going after them. That's not what they used to do in the past. I mean, I can understand it, but... Cast Cure Light Wounds on yourself. And if going to inventory, can we have you drink some... at least one potion? Yeah, we can. Geesh, they're out for Cal's blood. Let's do the same thing again then. There we go. Anything worth looting? Not from those, at least. These, however... Law religion 12. That should be fine. No. An occult symbol drawn in human blood. What does it mean? That is the symbol of Baphomet. But do I really have that crappy law religion, or am I just very unlucky? I mean, I have +5. That should be good enough to do yeah, I'm rolling 2. Well. I think that this is a good and quite natural breakpoint. When we go into the next room, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, so that definitely won't be like 5 or 10 minutes. So, if you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section. And I hope that you enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you all in the next one.